Hello, hello, hello. GM, everyone. Hi, Lucas. Hi, Yon. How are you?
Hello, very good, very good.
Hello, hello. Very good. Thank you.
Can't believe it's the last town hall of 2024. How are you guys feeling?
Oh, time just fly.
Yeah, indeed, it's crazy.
Time flies. Yes, time definitely flew for FSL and all of our ecosystem. So let's get this party started. I think we've had non-stop action on FSL for the last few months. Um, and we have just come out with one of the biggest, bangest news. Lucas, how do you feel about the Guinness World Record?
I feel amazing, not only because we broke one record, but because we broke two. So it's such an achievement.
Right? And Jon, when 3 years ago you founded STEPN, did you ever think you will go on to break an international Guinness World Record?
If I put this in the early fundraising pitch, people will not believe.
Yes, they will call you delusional, isn't it?
Yes.
But here we are. And I think we all want to give a heartfelt shout out to our entire community who showed up, period. We beat our targets on STEPN by 4x, and we beat our targets on STEPNGO by 10x. So that just speaks volumes about how our people showed up, isn't it, Lucas?
Yes, we were very positively surprised by those numbers.
Indeed. We had faith and we knew we have a very good chance at it. But with this kind of confidence, it gives us a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation to make 2025 even a bigger year for FSL, for STEPN, for STEPNGO. Love it. So before we jump into today's update, a very quick heads up for everyone tuning in now. We'll be giving away one activation code during the space containing one STEPNGO sneaker. So please do stick around until the end to catch it. All right. So let's
on the 13th.
Perfect. And to be very specific, it happens on December 13th, 8 a.m. UTC to December 17th, 8 a.m. UTC onward. So yes, guys, a good way to flex those Genesis sneakers is to get one of those raffle tickets. All right, so Lucas, let's get into the details. So let's say if I entered with my Genesis sneaker and if I win one of these raffles, what exactly happens from there?
Yes, so if you win the raffle, it's relatively simple. What you will get is an NFT ticket, an Ultra Boost 5 NFT tickets. These tickets will include details like the shoe size and whether it's a men's or women's version. So it's basically your key to claim your physical pair later on.
Awesome. So I am very confident our ecosystem is very familiar with how we actually use NFTs with our metadata. We've seen that with FSL Badge. We've also recently seen that with GMT DAOs and GGA hats, which people are getting for locking their GMT in GMT Burn initiative. Similarly, these NFT tickets within their metadata will have the shoe size and the version and the gender. But what if it doesn't work for somebody? Then what happens?
That's a good question because, like I said, the tickets for the Ultra Boost 5 will be randomly distributed amongst all the winners. So if you didn't get the size or the gender you want, there will be a trading window after the distribution. So from December 17th to January 6th, the winners can trade their NFT tickets on more to find the perfect size and or version. So it's a 3-week period where you can make swaps and ensure you're getting a pair that's just right for you.
Yes. So the idea behind this is that if somebody won a size 10 ticket but really needs a size 8, they have a chance during that trading window. Although we do know that a lot of people will only use these as collectibles and not want to trade, but we wanted to make this option available for people who did want to change sizes. Yes, Lucas?
Exactly, and it's not only for those who won the raffle, right? If you didn't win the raffle, you can still buy an NFT ticket from the secondary market on more and get a chance to finally get your Ultra Boosts with the STEPN logo on them. So you get a chance even if you don't win the raffle.
Nice. So that's really, really fair way of distributing these ultra priced physical sneakers. We take care of Genesis holders. We take care of also Adidas community. We take care of people who are on X community, and for STEPN and STEPNGO holders, there's a fair chance for everybody to get a shot at the raffle. And even if somebody doesn't get their preferred size in the raffle, or somebody doesn't win the raffle at all, they still stand a chance by getting one of these tickets in the trading window. Right. So once the trading window ends, what happens next, Lucas?
Yes, so it's the last step of this process. Raffles, then ticket distribution and ticket win and trading window. The last step is actually redeeming your shoes, right? So now let's say you traded your ticket, you got the size you want, the gender you want, everything's looking right for you. You just have to wait until January 6th because it's the date when the winners will be able to start redeeming their Ultra Boost 5s. So the redemption period runs from the 6th to the 22nd of January. And during this period, you will get a chance to burn your NFT tickets and then submit your shipping details to claim your physical pair. Also keep in mind that there's different colorways and they are all randomly assigned. So there's an element of surprise there too.
Nice. Lucas, one of the questions I've seen surface, more like a delightfully surprised one, is people were not expecting this entire drop to be free because, I mean, sneakerheads, our brand, Adidas. So shall we take everyone through the thought process of why we wanted to make this available as a free to enter raffle for our community?
Well, like you said, it's very simple. We just wanted to reward the NFT holders, the community that supported us from day one, that turned up for the previous raffle, for the Guinness World Record, and make it really about community. So this partnership with Adidas, it's been a journey. And the Genesis holders, like I said, the active users, they've been a huge part of it. So basically having the raffles free to enter is just a way to say thank you. And we want as many people as possible to have a shot at winning those shoes and be able to rock them and post them on Twitter, share them.
Nice. And Jan, we've done these perks and airdrops for our Genesis holders since time immemorial, since even the time of STEPN, Trailblazers, Gas Fever Drop, FSL Badge Drop. And we continue this tradition even with such an exclusive product. How do you feel about it?
I think every time we have to come up with something new and exciting. The physical sneaker is the first time we've done it. And we've actually been talking about getting some physical merch, airdrop to people. I actually just asked the team to make some hats, physical hat, so we can maybe consider how we can distribute that. The red hat. I mean, it is all about making something fun, interesting, and also link the physical with the NFT world. I think that gradually we are trying to also to fulfill that as well. So using the NFT as a proof of ownership and maybe airdrop some physical merch to people.
Indeed. Encapsulated with our motivation to give back. Awesome. So before we wrap up this one, Lucas, any last tips for people who are looking to join? Anything they need to double check?
Yes, sure. So first tip I would say is make sure that your STEPN account is linked to your FSL ID if you want to be able to enter the community raffle. Second, remember that all the raffles are starting Friday the 13th at 8 a.m. UTC. Thirdly, if you are a Genesis holder entering the Genesis raffle, you will get a rate up for each STEPN or STEPNGO Adidas Genesis NFT you own. So 50% for the first one and 25 additional percent for each NFT with a maximum of 150%. And finally, if everything is not completely clear for you, which I can understand, make sure to follow us on Twitter and check our communications there, because we will make sure to have everything laid out as clearly as possible for all the different raffles, the timelines, etc., etc.
Absolutely. All right. I know we can talk for hours and hours more about the collab with Adidas and the physical merch. But gentlemen, in the interest of time, let's move on because we've got another big piece of huge news to chat about. And that is not just breaking one, but two Guinness World Records. Lucas, what exactly happened? Let's just take everyone through the sequence of events because it was a journey, frankly, of ups and downs.
It was definitely, like you said, we broke 2 world records in a single day. So what happened is on November 23rd, we set out to break those records. And the first one was the most people to complete a remote 1 mile distance in 24 hours. And the second one is the most people to do it in 1 hour. And yeah, we broke both.
Nice. And can we talk a little bit about the numbers?
Definitely. So for the 24 hours, we had a total of 42,656 people running or walking their mile. So just to give a little bit of context, because 42,000 people running is a lot, but it's, like you said, Chiti, 3 times more than what we were supposed to beat. The original number was around 16,000 runners. So it was definitely a big jump from there.
Nice. And frankly, what really warms my heart is that I saw people running from all over the world, literally. We had New York, Bali, Paris, even Norway in what looked like a snowstorm. I really love how it turned into a global event with people holding their own mini Guinness World Record events. Did you manage to run your mile as well, Lucas?
Yeah, I actually had to wake up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday to enter both the 24-hour and the 1 hour record, and also benefit from the double GGT bonus. But yeah, I did my run.
Indeed. And what about you, Jan? Did you manage to run? I know you wanted to get your family
Yes.
involved as well.
My wife refused to do it with me because it's like 9:30 in the evening. So
Mm.
I did 2 batch of runs back to back.
Wow. Amazing. And I'm sure you saw the hashtag STEPNGWR everywhere, Jan.
Yes.
How did you feel when community
I
participated like that?
I was actually a little bit nervous. It always will be the risk that we didn't break the record, right? So, a
Mm,
little bit nervous. And then I think we wait for a few days for the result to kick in, and it was like
mm,
400%. So
mm,
then you say, oh, that's relief, and then you get overwhelmed by how much people participate.
mm,
Uh, I think this is the part that uh, we've seen. Actually, I've seen so many narrative in crypto, and we've seen recently all the hype. We see it run for a couple months and dies. I think with the move to earn, although it's people think, oh, it's cliche, it's last cycle, but I think it actually worked. We have so many people using it and still using it. I enjoy it, and then we can break the record together. So I think it has a very um, full potential of unite people and also onboarding people as well to the Web3.
wonderful. I can also share my feelings. I had the honor and privilege to receive the award from the adjudicator. And she, in fact, educated me on how difficult they actually make the process to be. And she was completely floored by our community's participation and how well we had exceeded their expectations, which, according to them, were already very stringent. I mean, till the very last minute, she was actually discussing with the team on both the records. So it is indeed a big honor. And as a way of gratitude and participation, I think one of the most exciting things, at least in my friend group and family who participated here, was to receive that lovely Guinness World Record badge in STEPN app. That was really proud moment for everyone to flex that they were part of this history, and it is such a cool way to commemorate this achievement. Don't you think, Jan?
Yes, yes, yes.
Lucas, are you flexing your badge?
I should be flexing my badge more now that you say it.
All right. Wonderful. So now that we've talked a bit about both Adidas and Guinness World Record partnership, um, let's move forward. So we've got some exciting news for everyone, and we are about to release an update in STEPN OG app, and we want to talk a bit about that. So, Jan, rightfully, you should be one breaking it to the community. So let's talk. What is happening?
Okay. I think basically we are making a major infrastructure update. So the OG STEPN will move away from Ethereum to Polygon. So this means that we will change the Ethereum realm to the Polygon realm. And this is really about improving the user experience with lower gas fee and faster transactions, and to make sure it is simple for our community. Everything will be automatic. So when we're doing the transition from Ethereum to Polygon, users' asset will be bridged automatically. So no action will be required from the user side.
That's the best part. The way we've planned this transition is so seamless that it really shouldn't cause any friction. But Jan, just let's back up a little bit and take through the thought process of why Polygon.
Uh, on one side, we are building more infrastructure for the ERC20 uh, protocol, basically. So Polygon will be a very good sort of let's say intermediary we're using, and so that we can actually make all our product link together. Although we have most of the user base on Solana, but it will be more, I think, it'll be able for us to onboarding more users if we're using ERC20, especially that we are bridging different products together. So the case will be using the FSL ID, and then other few things we're actually going to talk about later. So the move on one side is to enable us to continue to build on ERC20, and also to address some of the pain point for user, for example, gas fee, transaction time, and leading to the barrier of entry. So once we've building additional infrastructure product and improving the feature, we'll create a seamless experience for the community and making it easier for people to use the STEPN without worry about the technical issues. For people that have been using STEPN for a while, they understand that we did have a lot of technical issues before, and we have to making additional assessment how to address it. And for the technical issues with that we cannot address, it's out of our scope, then we need to find creative sort of way to cope with it. Moving to Polygon is one of them.
Cool. Less fee, faster transaction, better UI UX. That is the motivation behind it. I know we mentioned that the transition would be seamless, so let's just dig into that a bit. What happens to everyone's assets, sneakers, shoeboxes, ETH, GMT?
Okay, so all the Ethereum's assets in your spending account will be bridged to Polygon. So this includes sneaker, shoebox, gems, everything NFT, and even mystery box will be bridged. So your ERC20 GMT will become the Polygon GMT, and all the ERC20 GSC will be Polygon GSC at 1-to-1 ratio. Any asset leased for sale in the Ethereum marketplace will be moved to the Polygon will be moved to the Polygon spending account. So if you are listing an NFT in the marketplace, you'll see that NFT sitting in the spending account. You just need to release it.
Right. So bottom line is, if I have any assets on ETH, they will be ready and waiting for me in the pool realm. And it's all automatic.
Yes. Everything is automatic, no manual bridge required. And if you still have asset in your Ethereum's wallet, you can transfer them to your Ethereum spending account. And this system will bridge them to Polygon automatically. So everything that if we made, you can simply send it to the spending and then we'll convert it. Plus, you can still access and withdraw any Ethereums you have in your spending account. So there's no need to worry about losing assets to your fund.
Cool. Very clear, very seamless, and very well thought through. And in our true style, we have a little event to celebrate the move.
Yes, we've designed an exclusive sticker for the Polygon realm. And we will organize an event when we launch the Polygon realm with a new sticker.
Awesome. And if I may, these sneakers look absolutely wonderful. They're inspired by Christmas theme, and we call them penguin sneakers or polygon sneakers. I can't wait to get my hand on it. But wait, beyond, there is more that's coming. There is one more new update that community has been waiting for quite a while, and it's going to happen in this update. So can we talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so we will finally introduce the mechanism for the resilient gems. So as we have talked to the community, when you try to upgrade the resilient gems, you will have 200% of chance to get a rainbow gem. So this is use case for the resilient gems.
And it'll apply to all levels of res gems?
Yes, all levels. So whether you are upgrading a level 1 gem or something higher, you will have twice the chance of getting a rainbow gem.
Yummy. And we have a res gem burning event that is coming up to match with this launch, isn't it?
Yes. And we'll have a Discord event too with 20,000 gem prize pool.
Indeed. And we will give chance to the community to use these gems. And from FSL's side, we will match up to 3 times the burn of that event. But more on that to come a bit later. Let's first talk a bit about this update itself. The biggest question on everyone's mind would be, what is the timing of this update, Jan?
It will take a matter of weeks. And we are working on submitting to Apple and Google. So once both are approved, we will start to roll out.
Yes. And dare I say, it could be actually a matter of days, not weeks. So stay tuned. The next few days are going to be very exciting. We've got Adidas, and then very soon following after that, we'll have the Res Gem update along with the new realm. All right. So that's not all though. Jan, we've all been busy planning the pipeline for Q1 for Jan Feb. Can we share a bit of alpha on what's coming on?
So the main direction of work will be one, pushing for the next phase of STEPNGO for the uncommon sneaker and mystery box. And also, starting from next year, we want to also making STEP and STEPNGO a little bit easier to use for people that they can utilize their token in the real world. So that's always our vision of enable the bridge between the Web 2 and 3. So after we've done the FSID, we have solved the issue of how we get people using a decentralized wallet without need of remember the seed phrase or understanding how a lot of the crypto jargon, crypto word works. And now with a new product and feature for next year, we will make this even easier for people to on-ramp and maybe even off-ramp. So this is the thing that we're working on, and we'll be able to share some idea in the Q1. So once we having a very clear timeline, we will starting to give some more alpha. But at the moment, we are working on it, and it will be an additional feature for STEPNGO. And I think it will make people want to use that much more. Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of alpha actually. So you're saying not only are we going to be releasing new features for STEPNGO in Jan Feb, which could be uncommon sneakers, gems, mystery box system, but we are also working on payment solutions, off-ramp and on-ramp solutions, something that we've touched upon earlier. I
Yes.
think this could be a true game changer. And personally, I'm very, very excited for this to happen. But I think
And
we
also,
need to, please,
sorry, and also give GMT additional utility as well.
indeed. But we need to hold a tight on that for a bit before we can reveal more details. So yes, December belongs to STEPN with Restgen and New Realm coming up. And then we can look forward to even more updates for GMT, for payment solutions, and for STEPNGO. Coming to GMT, in the last town hall, we did talk about the launch of GMT DAO and its massive GMT burn initiative. Jan, shall we spend a few minutes talking about that? How's it going? Is it going by your expectations?
I think we are pretty much now going to break 300 mil locking. So certainly that everything's possible, especially I think toward the last maybe 10 days, we're starting to see maybe more action. So backing on the GMT DAO, so GMT DAO is an independent organization made up of GMT holders, so it's not association with the team. And for the first initiative, the community is deciding if we are to burn 600 million GMT. So for people that didn't follow us, so it is a voting mechanism. People need to lock their GMT, participate in the lock. They are getting some reward for participating the vote, and also the vote is about if they can burn in 600 million GMT in 60 days on burngmt.com. So in the future, uh, we will after the 6 days, we'll have some additional voting mechanism with additional reward system, which we will talk about that. I think that will be a topic maybe for February town hall.
Mhm. Indeed. And it's not just vanilla voting, isn't it? I am seeing a lot of people flex their rewards and their returns, which honestly are jaw-dropping.
Mhm. Yes. So GMT holder will lock their token, will receive a soulbound Red Hat NFT, and also as I said, I ordered 200 pair of the Red Hat physical. We can Raffle it.
Mm,
And it is a badge of participation. As we said, we always want to find some utility for NFT, as proof of ownership. Is a badge for participation, badge for ownership, but it's also functional, right? It's track your voting, your eligibility, and we have built the NFT to have the metric for the GMT burn event, which lasts for 60 days, and also the future voting as well. So you can see your Red Hat NFT have several metadata, which is going to be handy after 60 days. So during this 60 days period, 100 million GMT reward will be distributed to the people that lock in their GMT, proportional to the amount of GMT they lock.
indeed. And I know people have realized that the earlier they lock their tokens, the more rewards they're eligible for. So I see every day a new, fresh pool of tokens being locked. And it's completely on chain. So, which is why people are able to validate, verify, and see the information transparently. So, we started this on 21st of November. How's it going so far, Jon?
I just checked this morning, so we are 287. I think we are most likely gonna break 300, by this weekend. So we are more than half in the way of the second milestone, which we will burn 230 million GMT. So that I think is very much within the reach of achievable. And the next big step is to hit 500 million locked, which will burn the rest. And then that will be conclude of the 600 million GMT burn. So again, we don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see. We'll see. We see the market has been taken deep because science, the US election, everything being crazy. I think we're just now consolidating a little bit. So until January, we're in agonization of Trump. There's still time, so it'll be very interesting to observe how the market react to the news.
Indeed. And we're almost touching 290 million today. So that's going very well. And before we move on, Jan, actually, there is another topic I wanted to address, and that is regarding some bot accounts that we found in STEPNGO and STEPN. And should we speak to that a bit?
Yes. So basically, ongoing anti-cheating mechanism update is always one of our priorities. So we have just recently released another edition of SMAC. Because we did have some community complaint that the anti-cheating will ban people automatically. I think this is something like early to middle of this year. So we have turned off the automatic bot hack ban based on community feedback. So all the ban are now manually reviewed. So after the new SMAC update, which we put out around November last month, we have immediately see couple thousand accounts being flagged as a bot. So we didn't ban them. So we moved this account under a manual review and observation to verify they are not being banned accidentally, or if they are using their account according to the TNC. After a few days of observation, we're pretty confident that those are bot activity. So basically, we send them a warning of drop their torrent score significantly, right? And we can see immediately this account went silent. But after a few days, they come back, and we can see they have improved their algorithm, and they think this will be fine. So they show no remorse, and I think this is a very, very bad case of bot hacking. Those people will just not give up. Even though they understand we identify them as a bot, they think they will come out with a better algorithm to mimic of actual human movement. But we can still see them flag as a bot. And resulting of this actually quite extensive, because the account is quite significant, and we don't want to ban the wrong person. So it took us roughly a month of observe their activity, and basically they will just sell and sneaker and token on daily basis and causing the floor price to drop. So we have finished our review on this trading account about yesterday, and we banned them collectively at once. So another thing that we want to talk about is the trading account tried to use the gas and house system to evade the punishment because they will just rent out the sneaker, and then even though they are the same account, the main account might not be affected. So to ensure we don't ban them, the innocent people, we have to put out a lot of additional analysis and prolong the process a little bit longer. So I think this is also the part that we also need to make a very clear announcement that if people trying to exploit the system of the gas and host system or the house system, and once we can identify them, they are linked account, we need to ban all of them. And we hope this will be the last time we have such ban because it's quite significant. It's very bad for the economy and also very bad for the people that moving without trading. And also it will hurt users' confidence. And also we have done this, I think, several times. We always hope that people will stop trading, but they won't. And there will be a very clear message we're sending now that if they know they're cheating, it will be time we call them and we ban them. And it is also affecting the whole ecosystem. So don't do it, right? Don't do it.
Well, that was a very detailed explanation, Jan. Thanks for the clarification and completely agree with you. We do hope this is the last time such a ban happens. It is really, really detrimental to player base and the economy. All right, moving on from STEPNGO, and the new launches that are coming up. There is another change that recently happened where, from a visual branding perspective, we rebranded some of our elements and brought them under the FSL umbrella of fun, social, limitless. What do you think, Jan?
Yes. So we've actually in planning of this shift almost like almost the beginning of this year. So the main reason is really about growth. As we get bigger and roll out more product, it is important to create a sense of cohesion across everything we do. Rebranding help us unify our identity and ensure our product, STEPNGO, more Get Zero, and beyond feel like part of one connected ecosystem. Also, this echoed back to our shift of the realm to Polygon. Is all under one, I think, idea is to enable user of onboarding and making user easier of onboarding, and also make additional connection with all the product we have built.
Indeed. Fun, social, and limitless. Talking of which, in December, even after all these contests and competitions and initiatives that we've just talked about, Lucas, I know we're doing something special for Christmas, something related to Polygon Realm, but otherwise that spans across FSL ecosystem. Can we spill a bit more details on that?
Sure. So actually, from today, I think in a few hours, we'll have the announcement going out from STEPN accounts. We are starting a little Christmas drawing contest. Basically, you'll have to draw your way a one-of-one animated Genesis penguin sneaker. That will be also the prize of the contest. So basically, the participant will get half of the penguin sneaker design, and their job is just trying to draw the other half.
So cute. But that's not it, right? We have something more coming up as well across the whole FSL ecosystem.
Exactly. So what I said is from STEPN. We also have a bigger event that spans across all of our platform and that we just announced a few minutes ago from the FSLX account. It's called the FSL Festive Point Chase. And it's all about collecting as many FSL points as possible across all our apps. So there'll be plenty of ways to earn and climb the leaderboard and try to win a part of 25,000 GMT prize pool.
So fantastic. Who doesn't love a little bit of competition? And of course, we can't go without talking about our favorite Jan recap event, isn't it?
Exactly. So as usual, we'll have the recap events later on, maybe in early January. And we've designed some very cool in-app assets for it, included badges and engraved sneakers, but you'll see when it comes.
Amazing. Thank you so much, both of you, on giving very topical updates on what we're about to roll out. I do feel very, very, very proud of FSL community, our team, our initiatives, our products that we've rolled out, despite a very strong and unrelenting bear market. I've seen our peers fold up or disappear, but thanks to our community and our product launches, we've not only survived but thrived. We've launched STEPNGO. We launched 3 incredible drops with Adidas. We teamed up with Web2 giants like G-Shock, Snoop Dogg, and yes, of course, we got 2 Guinness World Records. And we got some amazing partnership with Illuvium, Clay Nursaurus, CoinGecko, and so many more. And Jan, when you look back on everything we've achieved this year, what stands out to you the most?
Mm. I think we just keep raising the bar. Initially, we saw, oh, great, we have Casio, we have Adidas, and now we have the Burn GMT. So, we just keep improvising, I think, as we go, and also building the product, I think, fit for the content, or fit for the contest. Uh, I think the Burn GMT actually, it was a sort of a long-term effort. So we starting to talk to the old investor, I think, as early as last year, and that carry on all the way to this year. It took a very long time for us to actually buy all the unlock the GMT back, and the time will be just aligned when the market is starting to rebound. So I think we always have this idea of giving GMT holder a little bit more reason to hold their GMT. So
Mm.
then the whole idea just come to one of having a voting mechanism, and we kick it off with the burngmt.com. I think it's basically marked the new beginning of FSL to incorporate the DAO voting, so that user will be able to submit a proposal, user will be able to actually use their GMT, get a little bit of participation reward, but mostly is to give us a proposal, we can consider of what we can build on behalf of the community. Future GMT voting will incorporate basically soft locking. No longer we do the hard locking mechanism. Allow people to choose between options or to propose their options. So, I think that will be the direction for 2025. Maybe one of the GMT use case, and also the other one will be we incorporate the off-ramp, non-ramp, the app. So yeah, very much looking forward. We've done so much this year, and there's a lot of things we're going to do next year.
Indeed. I really can't wait for some of the game-changing solutions to come up for 2025. Lucas, how do you feel?
Well, like you said, like Hyun said, it's been a huge year, and it's difficult to pick one big thing we did this year. I wish I could pick 10, honestly, but if it was only one I had to keep, and just for the achievement of it, and we've talked about it multiple times already, so I won't go into all the details again, but Guinness World Records. Like, people have to understand that it's months of works. I'm talking maybe like 6 months in total, from negotiation to meeting with the adjudicators to understand the criteria to be able to win the record, and making sure that we will be eligible with the proof we submit to Guinness World Record. It's a very, very lengthy process, and it came with a lot of doubts, a lot of hope as well on the efforts that our community is going to be able to produce. And it was even bigger than what we expected, if I'm able to be honest here. So it's been such a roller coaster of emotions and challenges that it has to be the biggest thing for STEPNGO we've done this year. How about you, Shidi? What's the biggest thing we've done this year, and what are you looking forward to the most?
It's like asking a mom who's their favorite child. So very, very hard for me to pick. Like I said, I think the biggest victory for us at FSL is we're here and we're growing, and we have even bigger plans for 2025. It is really not trivial how bad the last few years have been for our industry, just from a macro perspective, just from policy regulations and throttling of innovation. So it is really great to be still growing, to be still launching, to be still working relentlessly with a bunch of people who are as excited, if not more, about growth of FSL ecosystem. So I really, really look forward to the things that we have in pipeline to launch in 2025. And it's going to be even more epic. And on that note, let's head to my favorite part of the town hall, which is picking some community questions. I think we have taken a lot of questions and weaved into our conversation today. So I'll just quickly go through them as we don't have much time left. The first one is we've discussed a lot of updates on STEPN and STEPNGO. The question is, all of us are so excited about having new updates on STEPN and STEPNGO apps. We cannot wait. What can we expect for the Q1 of the next year?
Q1, one is that we are aiming to update the STEPNGO, inclusive of the uncommon sneaker. And also, for both STEPN and STEPNGO, we want to release, the product feature, allow people to spend their GGT, GST, or GMT in the real life, so that they can walk into a cafe and buy maybe coffee directly. So that's our vision. Enable user to one buy maybe sneaker with their fiat, and then spend the token they earned. Go to cafe, go to restaurant, buy clothes, buy sneaker, for example. So that's our direction for next year. One of the most important one.
Indeed. And one thing I'm really looking forward to is also the Burn GMT initiative being concluded. And this love triangle of coffee, yarn, and community never ends. So it's now going to become inspiration for one of the most game-changing solutions for us. All right, second one is seeing the market move in positive direction. How are you ensuring that more STEPN OG users are going to be onboarded on STEPNGO?
Actually, we've seen people moving from OG to Go
Mhm.
naturally. And also we have incorporated a gig bag and trial sneaker. So house system. So that as long as people are lending out their sneaker and don't cheat, then onboarding is actually ongoing, and we can see it.
Mhm.
And
I think it's
most important thing now is that we need to make the Go more interesting to play. We
Hmm.
have all the wearables, all this stuff, the bag. We just need to push it up.
yeah, starting with the uncommon sneakers and gem system very soon. Indeed. I think the next one is good to clarify as well. Will we be able to lend our locked sneakers in STEPNGO?
No, we can't do that. Yeah, it will create too much complications.
Okay. I think with 5 minutes left, let's try to wrap it up. I always end with a fun question. So, Jan, people want to know, what will you be doing on Christmas Day?
Oof. It's a tradition to do barbecues on Christmas Day. So it's
This can only happen in Australia. I mean, Christmas, no, nobody associates barbecue with Christmas here. Lucas?
yeah.
I'm gonna come to Australia just to have a Christmas barbecue for once.
Yeah, watch out the sunburn.
Sunburn. Wow. Very nice. Lucas, what are you doing on Christmas Day?
Oh, well, probably going up a mountain with Stephen activated in the background.
Fun times. So you have a good run with Go and STEPN. Anything, any last words that we want to say before we go? And before we go, we actually have to give the sneaker giveaway code as well. So Jan, can you please do the honors for that?
Okay. It's a lowercase p, capital N, number 7, lowercase n, capital L, number 7. So repeat. So lowercase p, capital N, 7, lowercase n, capital L, 7.
Perfect. And it's dropped in the chat as well to get clarity. Right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Any final words to share with the community before we leave?
Penguin.
Yeah.
I think wish everybody for a happy Christmas and stay fit. People tend to put out some weight during the Christmas time, so make sure
Come
that you
on.
walk more. Yeah, after. Yeah.
Oh, spoke like a true fitness startup founder. Well, I would say give yourself permission to freak out, right? Enjoy. We work very hard, all of us. So this is that time of the year when you've earned some time with family, with friends. Have a great festive season and wish you all a very happy new year. See you all in 2025.
So guys.
See you all.